What? I think it's mine.
Um, yes, okay, so the stream is up. Sorry for the delay, guys. We just had some, I guess you could call them technical issues. But the stream is up now, and we are now live from Canada. Some of the drivers have already set their times, and the top driver now is Speedjack with a 1:10.6. Munkian. Yes. Okay. So the stream is up. Sorry for the delay, guys.
I hear echo.
We just had some. I'm really sorry for that. What? I guess you could call them technical issues. But the stream is up now, and we are now live from Canada. Oh. Okay, so really sorry for that. I had the YouTube stream up as I was streaming. That was my fault on my end. But yes, as I was saying, Speedjack is leading on with a 1:10.6. Monkey Arm right behind him, or 4/10 behind him with a 1:11 blank. Near behind there again with a 1:11 blank. And Tulga also up there with a 1:11.1. Looks to be like most of the drivers are entering the pit stops right now. Most of them are finished with their first run. But it will be interesting to see if any other drivers will perhaps... Wait a minute. Yeah, it does look like we still have 2 drivers who haven't set a real time. Theo, of course, I hope that he isn't setting a 1:37.3, because that would be slower than the F2 cars around here. Also, Nasser hasn't exited the pits, I think. Yeah, Nasser hasn't exited the pits yet. Also, it does look like the Mercedes are now out on their outlaps. Of course, we are going to follow them because the Mercedes have proven dominant. They have won the Constructor Championship already, and it's not that long until Munkian will win the championship as well. Of course, Spijak could possibly catch up to him, and it is a possibility. Of course, if Munkian misses some races, we might actually see Spijak winning, but Munkian is in a quite good position now, and Spijak is now around the last corner, and he gets his lap time deleted, cutting the corner there, and I'm pretty sure the next lap time is also going to be deleted. Yes, so Spijak gets his lap time deleted, but that means that Munkian will now have a prime opportunity to take provisional pole and snatch it from Spijak. Of course, Spijak will, I don't know if he wants to go into pits now or if he just wants to take a cool down lap. It does look like he's just speeding into the pits. But yeah, Munkian now. Really technical circuit this Canada. You have some really tight corners here in the Sector 1 and Sector 2. But then you also have some pretty long straights. For example, in Sector 2 you have 2 straights. And in Sector 3, well, you technically also have 2 straights, but one of them also fused into Sector 1. So it will be interesting to see what really can happen here. Of course, we have the Wall of Championship champions, which hopefully we won't see any drivers crash into, as Theo spins on track, I believe, as Munkian said, a purple Sector 2 there, I think. So this lap may be the fastest. Of course, now Munkian entering the last chicane, and Spijak spinning there, actually. A rare mistake from Spijak there as he crashes into the wall. But now Munkian sets his lap time, and it is a new best time with a 1:10.3. Really impressive there from Munkian. And Spijak spinning on the straight there as he was starting his new hot lap, and now he has to go in because those tires are completely destroyed now. Neo is also on a hot lap now, going down the straights, into the chicane, right behind the side of the Wall of Champions, and onto the main straight. What lap time will he be able to produce? And is it a new... It beats Spijak actually with a 1:10.5, which is really impressive. And Torgeir gets a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Max, so Torgeir definitely not so happy with that. I also haven't got time to announce it, but we do also have a second commentator with us this Grand Prix. Alex, if you would like to introduce yourself. Okay, so I guess he's not here, but that is irrelevant. But what is relevant is who is now also on a hot lap, as Torgeir is now in Sector 1, using his ERS here, and you can really see these technical chicanes here as he gets his lap time deleted there, and yeah. That was a lap time deleted, but Thrusty is on a hot lap and 2/10 down on his previous lap time now, and in Sector 2, what lap time will be able to produce now, as Thrusty is now going into the final hairpin, and also he has a teammate behind him. Yeah, Enzo is also with us this weekend, which is pretty fun. But I must say, I really like the lap times we can see here, as it's pretty rare that we actually see somebody beating Spijak. Of course, we aren't finished with qualifying, but it's pretty rare that we see somebody up with the Mercedes, and now people are really close to Mercedes. And Thrusty sets a 1:11 blank, beating out Torgeir there, placing him at P4. The next contenders we have on track, I believe, is Max. Max is on a hot... He just finishes hot lap now, sorry. Yeah, but Vemund is also, he has his lap time deleted. Do we have anybody on a hot lap? I think Enzo, is Enzo on a hot lap? I hope not, because his, oh yeah, his lap time is deleted. And Theo is on an out lap now, and I guess we could follow him because he doesn't currently have a lap time per se, as I definitely hope that 137 is what he's setting for. Of course, Nasser now setting a 111.5, which is really impressive around Canada, because especially when consider that Nasser is using controllers. So yeah, that's really impressive from Nasser there. But yeah, now Theo going down the main straight, heating his tires there. It'll be interesting to see what lap time he can produce. Of course, Theo has had some really good qualifyings. He has had some strong qualifyings this season, and is definitely a contender for, I would say, he can fight for P4 or P5 this qualifying. Of course, I haven't talked with him, but I think he's motivated. Of course, now in the first technical sector, in the chicane there, really nice done. Great driving for Theo here. As he also goes purple in sector 1, so this might actually Theo go for a pole now. That would be a real surprise, as he's now in sector 2 now, driving real fast, and of course this is a circuit of many chicanes. So, no, losing a lot of time there as he spins his rear wheels. Of course, it was a little bit hard to see with that camera angle, but in the hairpin now, Theo keeping it nice. Of course, not spinning his tires there, and I must say, beautifully executed. Now on the main straight, or the longest straight in here in Canada. Using his DRS there, going up to 320 there. I will check some other drivers to see what top speed they have, but now Theo crossing the line, what lap time would it be? And it is a 111 blank, setting it at P4, which I must say is really impressive, even when you consider that spin of the rear wheels. So yeah, that's actually really impressive for Theo there, and he might actually have been on a pole lap that lap there, because he had a purple sector 1 and purple sector 3 there, so yeah, really unfortunate for Theo. I do think he has enough time though to go into the pits and change his tires. Now, which is the Mercedes first on track? It is Munkian using his ERS now and DRS, close to the wall of champion there, almost touching it. This will definitely be a new fastest time for Munkian, setting a 110 blank. But now, what was lap time will Speedjack do? As that's I am on Speedjack. Okay, there. Oh, almost beating out Munkian, but Munkian just beating him out and setting around 3/10 faster than him. But Speedjack there with a 110.3. I do think that Neo is, I don't know what he's doing. He seems to be on outlap. I don't know what he's doing. Do we have any drivers on a hot lap now? Yeah, Max has just entered a hot lap now as we speak, and I see a yellow flag there. Oh yeah, I think Max is on a hot lap. Yeah, I do think that Max is on a hot lap. In the chicane there, keeping it pretty cool. Definitely no real pushing, you can say here now. Togias also now entered the track and is hoping to set a new lap time. Of course, I don't think he's had any before stream. I just think he's yeah. But yeah, Max now in the chicane, keeping it pretty cool there, and I must say, Max is driving pretty impressively now. In the hairpin now, the Aston Martin there keeping his grip, and now onto the main straight. No wheel spin there. That's a good sign. And now opening his DRS wing down the straight. Of course, I guess I could talk a little bit about strategy. To be honest, I do not know the tire degradation here at Canada. I would guess it would either be soft medium or medium to hard strategy. Of course, that is really common in these 50% races. Max setting a 1:11.4, which is a pretty impressive time, I think. Placing a P7, of course this is the first time he's driving in RLE, I'm pretty sure. He's also our first driver ever to be on Xbox, so it's just who is next on the agenda. That would be Tourier, who's just crossed the line and is now embarking on his hot lap. A little bit of, I don't know if it's his internet or that setup, but it looks a little bit shaky. I do think that is his internet. hopefully we won't have any incidents with Toya crashing into other drivers because of internet. I don't know if he's got it fixed, but yeah, we'll see. But now Toya entering the chicane. Oh, oh no, he's definitely struggling with his internet. Yeah, Toya is definitely struggling with this internet, almost spinning out Thrusty there, and I do think he actually spun out Thrusty there, which might also be a penalty. I don't know. Yeah, we do give out penalties in qualifying, so that would possibly be an. I don't think Toya. I think Toya has aborted that hot lap attempt. Trusty now on a hot lap, or was it Enzo Toya was messing up for? It was Enzo, as Theo has now spun on track. Do we have any real quick drivers out on a hot lap now? Max, is he on a hot lap? I don't know, you see? It could look like it. As one of the alphas has spun. Of course, Theo now driving really slow. He spun in turn 1, I think, so he will just have to save his tires, and no, he will not be able to make the finish line as well. So the flag is almost out, but Munkian on a hot lap now. What will he be able to do? Ooh, no, he gets a lap time leader there, and what will Speedjack be able to do now as he sets purple sector 1 there? Speedjack, will he be able to snatch pole from Munkian on the last lap as Munkian got his lap time leader there, cutting chicane a little? What will he be able to do now? Speedjack driving as fast as possible. And we also see the Alfa Romeo there just letting him past, no worries there, as he also goes purple in sector 2, 2/10 down from his previous lap time, but 2/10 down from his previous lap time will still not give him pole, so be interesting to see what he can do in this last sector here. I do think he has to gain around a 10th this sector to take pole from Munkian. But now entering the last chicane now, will he be able to snatch pole from Munkian as he gets his lap time leaded? Oh no! Speedjack gets his lap time to leader there, and that means that Munkian sticks it on pole. Speedjack going into P2. I think he got his lap time leader in the last chicane there. Really bad from, really unfortunate for Speedjack there. But yeah, those are the qualifying results. Munkian, Speedjack, Neo, Thrusty, Theo, Torgeir, he has a 5 grid penalty for his collision with another driver, I think. Max, Nasser, Vemund, Enzo, and then Strickendas finishing up the grid. Of course, we're now just waiting for all the drivers to be ready. Of course, we have to screenshot this, but yeah, Toya has a 5 grid penalty, 5 position grid penalty. But yeah, I'll just take a quick break until we get rolling with the race. Yes, we now are on the formation lap. Yeah, Toya will be starting from back of the grid because of his penalty. Of course, he might get another penalty from next race because of that crash with Enzo. But yeah, as we saw there, the strategies will most likely be soft to hard, medium to hard, or hard to medium. Wait a minute, I can get those tires up pretty quick, I think. If we just could get the tire. Most drivers going for the hard to medium. Of course, Neo going for a bit more aggressive. First stint there going with the medium tires, so that is really interesting, I must say. Of course, Neo definitely wants to take first position in perhaps the first corners. Hopefully he won't do any heroics into turn 1, that might end really badly. But his starts won't pretty much help in there. I don't think that he will be able to match Speedjack and Monkeyon's starts anyhow. But yeah, Toya finishing up the grid there, as we're also waiting on Enzo to join the grid there, and we'll be ready to go. Of course, camera choice, can we get a better one? No. We'll go for this camera as we're off and lights are out, and Monkeyon gets a good start, but Speedjack gets a better one. Speedjack will he be able to do something on the outside there? It's really bad camera choice, but Monkeyon has the lead there. Of course, Speedjack having to defend from Neo there, as Neo also loses a position to Thusty, but then gains it immediately. Now Monkeyon has the lead there, but Speedjack is right on his tail. Of course, this camera choice is not the best, but a really good start there for Monkeyon, but Speedjack did have a better start, but he fell behind, of course, not wanting to crash into his teammate. Neo seems to have sticking good to the rear wing of Speedjack, and Thrusty has fallen behind a few seconds Thrusty has not fallen behind a few seconds. We have, okay, now it's much better. But yeah, now Monkeyon leading, but Speedjack is right on his rear wing there, as you can see, and really close, and almost being able to make a move. Will he be able to make a move? I do not think so, because Monkeyon does actually have to use his ERS, as Speedjack has almost used up his ERS reservoirs, chasing Speedjack. Monkeyon, but now he makes a move into the chicane there, and really impressive there, as Monkeyon loses the position to both Speedjack and Neo. This is not what Monkeyon would have imagined on the first lap, as Speedjack did kind of push him off, but he also had some oversteer, which he can only blame himself for, as also Neo spins into the wall there, and I do not think that that was Monkeyon, so Neo spins on his own into the wall there, which definitely helps Monkeyon a lot there, and also this causes full chaos, as Neo has now ended up in P9. Something seems to have happened in the rear of the grid, as Torgeir, Neo and Max are 5 seconds behind the pack, which is really weird. I do think that Neo perhaps re-entered the track unsafely, making Torgeir and Max break. But of course that has no basis, and I do not know if that is the case. Strickendust now retiring from the session, as a safety car, or no virtual safety car, is out now, and I do think that it is a virtual. No, it is a safety car. Safety car is out on the track, and full chaos. And I do think that Strickendust, yes, Strickendust has DNF'd. Of course, I don't see any evidence of what happened behind here and why they are so far behind the pack after just 2 laps. And I do think that what I've said about re-entering unsafely is a possibility. But yeah, now they having to catch a safety car. Of course, I don't hope that it will be a long safety car. Of course, all the drivers have almost catched it already. But Thrusty keeping quite a distance to the safety car, I must say. He's definitely pushing his limits of what he can do with the safety car. I don't know why he's doing it though. But yeah, now he seems to have closed in. But yeah, these drivers are still chasing the safety car. But hopefully we'll get a quick restart, and I will use this opportunity to just take a quick break. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the safety car is now restarting, and it's a good restart from Speedjack. He has given full gas now, and there is another safety car. Or what happened there? I saw yellow flags, but no, there is not another safety car. Speedjack now leads. It was a good restart from him. Max being able to make the move on Tolga with brand new mediums, I think. I do think that those drivers are battling it out. Maybe you can see that. Yeah. No, Max has been able to get past as Neo now goes on the inside of Enzo, and there is some battling there as Neo has been able to make the move on the inside there in the chicane. But will Enzo be able to retaliate? That is the real question. He's now using his ERS. Oh, looking down the inside, but nothing he's able to do right now. And Vemund is also really close to Thrusty. And how did Vemund get so high up? He didn't qualify so high, did he? Oh, he might have. I don't remember. That is my bad. But Enzo still chasing Neo, and they are one of the closest drivers on track now. But Munkian really close to Speedjack now, but I don't think he'll be able to make a move now as he uses his ERS. Of course, Speedjack saving his ERS now, but yeah, Speedjack setting the fastest lap of the race concurrently. With 1:13. Munkian giving chase, using his ERS, and first Speedjack is on a safe 70%, which is an interesting evolution. Of course, Speedjack might also have a higher, lower downforce setup. Oh no, it does look like Munkian actually has the lower downforce setup this time, which is interesting involvement. But now Neo making a move on Theo. I do think that Theo is an AI at this point. I don't think that he was kicked from the game. But yeah, Neo still trying to make the move. Doesn't look like he might be able to do it without the help of the ERS as well. Going on the outside, but Theo is on the inside there as he spins Neo out, and Neo has nobody else for himself to bear that, because I do think that Theo is an AI. So I don't think we can give out penalties for that as well. So yeah, that is really interesting. Max now right on the rear wing of Neo. Will he actually be able to make a move? That's the real question, as Max is now straight behind. Oh no, Neo is now closer to Theo. Wasn't actually that hampered by that spin, as now Theo as Theo, oh, and that's an unsafe re-entry from Neo, and Tulga crashes into him, which I must say is not what I would have expected from Neo, and I have to say, from what I can see, that is an unsafe re-entry. But yeah, that's crystal clear. Neo should give that position to Toya. Of course, Toya has some damage, I think. But yeah, that AI of Teo is really aggressive. I think it's Teo Racing. I do think it is Teo Racing, but yeah, it is an AI. No, it's an AI racing engine. But yeah, that's an interesting involvement, I must say. It doesn't look like Toya has any damage. Of course, we don't know. He's lagging all over the place. We don't know where he is. We don't know what position he really is on his screen on the boss. But yeah, Speedjack still leading on and is able to catch a breath from Monkeyon's attacks, as Monkeyon has exhausted his ERS supplies, as Enzo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple wording. It does look like Monkeyon has a 3-second time penalty, which I didn't know. What penalty does Monkeyon have? That is not something I would expect from him. He has a 3-second time penalty, so I don't know what he got those for. Smox also gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, as yes, Toya had to go into the pits after Neo's entry. Yeah, I could say, yeah, I am going to say it was an unsafe entry, as there is a McLaren which is spun on track, and is that Enzo, I think. Enzo has now spun in the chicane. Of course, I didn't catch it quite. I didn't quite catch it, but yeah, we can now watch Vemund as he is chasing Thrusty now, and Thrusty is defending and fighting rigorously now for his position, but Vemund is using all of his ERS supply, and Thrusty is also using it as well. Of course, Nasu behind them, he always has high ERS, he never has low ERS, so that is, I would say he's the best with ERS management in our league. But yeah, them now chasing Thrusty. Of course, now Teo has. Oh, was Teo driving? He said he left the session, but now he joined. No, he said he left the session. So was Teo actually the one to crash out Neo? Of course, it doesn't look like VM is able to do anything. But what will Neo now be able to do, as he's trying to get past Teo again? Which will definitely be interesting to see if he crashes into Teo one more time. That would definitely be interesting. As snap oversteer there, and was it understeer? Yeah, I didn't quite catch it. It was a pretty bad camera. Why is the game choosing these cameras? So bad. But yeah, Neo not being able to make a move right now, as VM is still chasing Thrusty, but is Neo be able to make a move now as he opens his DRS wing? Yeah, I do think that he will be able to get past this time. Of course, he might actually crash into Teo one more time, but now going on the inside there, as Teo's AI is giving way and Neo is past, also getting DRS there as well. Of course, now Teo. Message to Teo, please shut the fuck up. I'm getting the ads on the stream, so yeah, that is a message to you. Yeah, so Teo was not driving, he was spectating, but Teo, please do not type in that chat one more time. Toya sending the fastest lap time. Of course, he's far behind the grid after Neo's crash into him. Or Neo crashing into him. But Toya quite fast now. Of course, he's lagging all over the place, as is tradition. Of course, Toya's internet is probably one of the most unreliable things in this server, as well as our co-commentator. Of course, now Speedjack still leading and still pulling away from Monkeyon, and I don't think that Monkeyon will be able to do anything this stint. He possibly has to do something with the safety car or with the pits and strategy if he's hoping to get past Monkeyon. No, Speedjack, and of course Monkeyon also has that penalty which really cripples him and what he's able to do But what I must say I'm really happy for is that we've had so few crashes. Of course, last time was just safety cars upon safety cars upon safety cars, so I do think that we'll be able to finish in a reasonable time, thankfully. Of course, the Belgian race was fully chaotic, but Vemund still chasing Thrusty. Of course, he's the only other driver close to another driver at this point, so I guess we'll just follow him and see what he's able to do. Of course, it doesn't look like he's able to get much closer, but he's still chasing him. It does almost look like Thrusty has a really low downforce setup, and that's what's keeping Vemund behind him. Because Thrusty seems to be losing time in the corners. I'm just looking out as they're now taking the corner. More technical part of the circuit, and we'll see what happens to them. Of course, he also has really low ERS, but I do think Thrusty is even lower. But then pushing hard now, but Thrusty doesn't seem to get closer to Thrusty. I must say that they probably have pretty similar setup, and that might be why they are getting past each other, but I can't say for sure. Does look at Neo, he's catching up to Max now, as Max has gotten past him somehow, which I haven't quite catched. Hopefully no incidents between those drivers, that would not be very fun. But yeah, Vemund still chasing Thrusty. If anybody of you watching are not in the league, please join. Of course, usually we have our socials up on the screen, but we do not have them right now because we just migrated from Twitch to YouTube upon request of the Discord server. But yeah, I do think that hopefully it is in our socials on YouTube. Or just, I do not know how to find it. Maybe search up on TikTok. We'll definitely have a link to the Discord on our TikTok. Yeah, or link on our TikTok or on our Facebook page. Of course, I do not know how you should join the Discord. But yeah, that is what I can say about that. Yeah, Vemund is really close now, and will he actually be able to make a move on the pin, head pin here? And ooh, he goes deep, and it does look like he's not able to get past now. But they are almost side by side, and yes, Vemund gets the DRS, so he will perhaps be able to make the move now. You see gains, and no, Thrusty will not be able to go down the inside, and it does look like Vemund is past. Of course, now Thrusty should, no, Vemund still has the DRS, and that is Enzo crashing and driving slow. I think he spun, and there is a yellow flag of what looked like does look like Neo had an incident with Max, which I don't know what to say. He hasn't been very clean this race. That's all I can say about that. And Enzo struggling really with his tires now, even falling behind Torger, who is in P8. And Neo is also right behind them, chasing. I don't hope they won't make any contact. Of course, they might. But yeah, it might actually be around the time we will begin to see normal pit stops, as Enzo is now getting lapped by Speedjack and Monkian. Hopefully he won't make any trouble for Monkian. Monkian using every bit of slipstream he can get from him. But really aggressive Monkian over the curbs there, and that might be why he has a penalty. Of course, that is how you get a penalty. Now, as Vemund, yeah, Vemund is past, but Thrusty is now actually chasing Vemund, so Vemund didn't have the pace to pull away once he got past, so Thrusty now chasing Vemund and hoping to get past Vemund, which is an interesting evolution to this race, and I must say that, this is why you should watch our league. And this is why you also should join it. Of course, we do have a full... No, we did not have a full grid, I do think. But yeah, we're struggling to fill out our races, so if anybody would be interested in joining, just be a reserve driver, and I can just guarantee you that you will get a seat after a few races with you participating. Because we are this, what do we say it, degrading people who are not racing for people who are racing. And I do also do that, so if you don't race in 5 races or something like that, we will kick you from the seat. Or not kick you, or just degrade you so that we can get somebody who is active. But oh, Munkjan spun. Yeah, Munkjan spun there in the chicane there with the Wall of Champions, which is what Speedjack did in quali. So Munkjan perhaps beginning to struggle with his tires now, and this is definitely not what he wanted. Of course, our pole sitter now down to P4. But yeah, I do think that we'll begin to see some of the Max perhaps having to pit soon, because he is, I don't know how the medium performance is here in Canada, but it should begin to degrade now. At least I think it should, around now and around this time. But it does look like he's still going strong. Yeah. Yes, the Max is still very strong. Of course, Torygar trying to catch the grid again. And also Neo chasing behind him, and Enzo is really in a race of his own. At the back of the grid now, getting lapped by Teo's AI. I should probably do that one. But yeah, our race leader now is in a really good position. 8 seconds behind him is Vemund, who is also getting attacked from behind by Thrusty, and Munkjan will actually be able to make some kind of move here actually when he catches up. Real cool to see if you can perhaps get them both in one overtake, so that would be interesting to see if he is able to do. Of course, he is catching them, I believe. Might not actually. But somebody we haven't talked a lot about is Nasu, who's just cruising. Of course, he's on controller, which oddly enough works here around Canada. He has really been in a position where he isn't firing anyone. He isn't getting pressure from behind, and he isn't getting closer to the ones in front. So really interesting place Nasu's found himself in now. But yeah, I'm really struggling with things to say here. There's not a lot of things happening on the grid now, and Thrusty has spared up some of his ERS and is saving ERS. Perhaps waiting for a chance to overtake them, and yeah, that's an interesting strategy for Thrusty. But I do think that it will work, as he's now saved up quite a bit of ERS, just laying himself behind Thrusty and waiting. No, Vemund, sorry. But yeah. Anything else to talk about? Really ain't. Of course, Theo will be happy to know that his AI is in P7. Of course, Toya is chasing from behind, but Toya is also getting chased by his Undertaker, I guess you could say. Max, I do think that Max has, or no, he doesn't really have to pit, but it probably could be a good idea to pit soon for him. Of course, it would be in the pit window for the Hards now, as he's gone 14 laps. Of course, the Hards we are out on track now have gone 17 laps. So yeah, the Hards seems to be a resistant compound. Of course, Speedjack having to pit. I'm guessing around lap 20 to 25 is when we will begin to see the Hards go in for their pit stop. Of course, I guess they would be looking at Max to see how his tire performance is. Of course, this is F1. In F1, they would definitely all be seeing at Max to see how his tire performance is. But yeah, there's not a lot to say now. Of course, Frosty saved up 41% of EOS now, as Vemund is using all that his battery can supply him. That is interesting strategy from Vemund, but no, Frosty, but it might be the right one, as, but he also has to be aware that Munkian is closing in from behind. Of course, Munkian isn't closing in as fast as I would think, but would have thought, but nevertheless, he is pulling reeling in the main lane, and will perhaps be able to make a move soon. Of course, Neo seems to have caught up with Toya now. Interesting to see what happens now, as Neo will be able to open his DRS wing now, going down the straight. Hopefully these two drivers won't collide. Neo hasn't proven himself to be the cleanest driver this race, but I do hope that he will be able to keep it clean with Toya now. But yeah, Ingeberg is on there and opening his DRS wing again. Theo choosing an alternative strategy there, or I don't know what you call it, alternative position on track, whatever. But yeah, Toya now also is in the DRS zone of Theo's AI, so that is also as he goes down the inside, a dive bomb there from Toya. Of course, Theo also, Neo also going past on the outside there, but now will Neo be able to make a move now? He does look like he's trying, but he isn't able even in that mini DRS zone. But is there another mini DRS zone here? I think no, there's a DRS detection zone, isn't there? Or is there a DRS zone? There's not a DRS zone. And Toya locks up in the hairpin, making Neo gain the position almost, but now Neo will have the DRS. Of course, the DRS detection zone was quite early there, and Neo will possibly be able to make the move as he crashes with Toya again, which is just not very good for Neo, as he crashes with Toya one more time. So Neo not clean at all, not very clean. But Neo still being able to make the move, as Theo's now going in for his stop, or that is his AI. But that is an interesting prospect, because now, oh yeah, I haven't caught it, but all front runners have gone in for the pit stop, except Frosty, who's still out on his old tires, which doesn't look like he's gaining that much on, because Vemund and Speedjack are right behind him. Of course, Speedjack being only 7 seconds, and Vemund then being 15 seconds behind. So I don't know how much you lose in the pit stops, but Frosty definitely is losing on this and being undercutted by Vemund and Munkian possibly. Of course, Neo now in P6 of pit stops, so Theo has gone in. Yeah, Max has also gone in. Yeah, Max has gone in for his pit stops to the hards. But Munkian is having fastest lap time of the race, as yes, Frosty was undercutted by Munkian and Vemund. I don't know why he did that, so, to be totally honest. But yeah, now Munkian chasing Vemund and really be able to get past. Of course, even if he gets past, I don't know if there's much hope for him to get the win unless Speedjack does something or has an incident. But right now it seems to be cooling down on track. Not a lot of action. Of course, Vemund getting chased by Munkian. But Munkian losing some time here, and I do think that Vemund has a really low downswing setup. We'll see on the top speed now, as we'll go on board with Vemund now, and let's see what his top speed is. Oh, there's a yellow flag as Neo has spun, I believe. yeah, Neo did spin, meaning Tuya is now past him again. But yeah, Muntian having, I didn't quite catch the top speed because of Neo spinning there, but Neo has spun in the hairpin. And of course, Thrusty is actually, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying now. But when will Twiga go in? That's actually a really interesting question. I don't think that Neo will have to go in one more time. Of course, he could make those hearts last to the end. Same with Max. Max is still chasing Neo, and Max definitely wants to catch him, but I don't know. He has 6 seconds to gain on Neo, which I'm not sure is that possible. As Tuya spins again, and now he's lost his front wing completely. Meaning that there is a safety car out on track as well, which I don't think any other than Tuya will use to their advantage. Of course, perhaps Neo will use it, but I don't think it's likely. But this is really good news for Enzo now, who will be able to catch the grid again. But yeah, I'll take a quick break now as we'll just quickly see if any drivers decide to go in and who decides to go in. Enzo going in, yeah. Enzo, of course, Enzo has the... yeah, Enzo should actually go in now, and he will set on the medium tire compound, or the softs. That's an interesting strategy. Of course, the softs get degraded a lot under safety car, so I do not understand that tire choice completely. Of course, he has to also drive some fast laps now, catching the safety car, so I do not know why he did that, but yeah, we'll see after the race. Of course, none other than Enzo and Twiga decided to go in this pit stop, as Ferrari has decided. He has gone in, yes. Yeah, Twiga has gone in, and he's also on the softs, which I don't understand completely, if I have to be totally honest, but we'll have to see if it works, but yeah, we'll just be, I'll be back after a quick break. It looks like an early restart there, as Enzo hasn't been able to catch the crew, as I do think that he's still he's a lap behind on the restart, which is a really weird occurrence now. The instant blue flags has the safety car. Speedas now, Speedas has given full gas now, using his ERS now, using all his power now to gain an advantage, but of course the M1 behind still chasing Speeder, as Neo gets a 317.3. But yeah, not the restart which Monkeon would have hoped for. Everything that he was definitely hoping to take there as Neo has. But yeah, now what will be interesting to see is what Contoria will do as he goes down the inside of Teo's AI. Not treating the AI like a fellow human, but the AI seems to be pretty mad at that. And, let's see what the AI will be able to do now, as the AI is not that aggressive, of course. Really weird move by the AI. Of course, the AI in this game is really weird sometimes. But yeah, Toya now locking all his targets, or almost sounded like that at least. But yeah, Toya now chasing Nox using his softs. I do think that he's hoping to catch Neo again, definitely. I guess Neo can use Arch Nemesis on this chase after. I guess Neo could say he hasn't been so clean with Toya. Of course, most players have penalties, so I really can't see a way Speedjack loses now. Because the players have presented penalties. But Toya now making the move into turn 1. It's a nice move. But Max will not be able to respond, as Toya is using all the extra grid that those softs can give him. Really cutting through the grid now, Toya, and now chasing Neo. He's on older hearts, which I do think that there's a McLaren there. Yeah, there's actually a McLaren between Toya and Neo, which it's really impressive. Enzo didn't get blue flagged. Of course, he can possibly unlap himself now as well. But of course, Toya will give him a blue flag now as he is approaching the pack. Really weird that the game restarted there, I must say, because I do think that it should let unlapped cars past, but of course this game is incredibly broken, so it is possible that might have been one of the reasons. But now DRS is enabled, and I do think I will see now the drivers opening their DRS swings, and Toya is now really close to Neo, and I do think that Enzo soon will get the blue flag as well. But Monkeon now right on the rear wing of Venom, and they're trying to overtake. What will he be able to do? That's what interests me. But he will now go into this mini DRS zone here, and opening his DRS wing as Toya gets a 3 second penalty from multiple rounds, which definitely is not what he would have looked forward to right now. So he's now chasing down his Nemesis this race. Toya's actually lost a little bit. But yeah, Monkeon now. What will he be able to use? He's using his ERS. He is using his DRS. What will he be able to do? As he now makes a move, and I do think that this is a really clean and to the book overtake from Monkeon. I can say it was really clean, and he is now past Lemon. Yeah, now Toya, he's losing actually a little bit to Neo, so something happening with his soft tires now. It's possible that he's beginning to lose his advantage. Of course, I wouldn't expect it so soon, but anything is really possible, so that might be what's happening. Yeah, Shutsky now chasing Venom here, and what would he be able to do? That's what interests me now. As there's a yellow flag in sector 1, 2 or 3, what? As Enzo has spun, yeah, Enzo spun, so really unfortunate. Of course he isn't losing any positions as he is lapped by the whole grid. Doesn't look like Thrusty will be able to make a move now, as Toya has now in the DRS range of Neo and is using his DRS range. But it does look like softs are losing some grip now, and it might be because of his overheating tires. Of course, Toya's setups have had issues with overheating, which he doesn't really understand. that might be what's happening now. What's interesting now is also that Neo has a lot more ERS than Toga, and this might have been what he's been saving up to, as he must have expected that Toga would try to attack him now, as Toga now opens his mini DRS wing in this mini DRS zone in the chicane here. It does look like Toga is struggling with something, but I can't really put my finger on what it is, as Neo will get DRS down the straight here, I think, as he was in the zone of Nasser. Hopefully he won't do anything dirty with Nasser. That came out wrong, but yeah, Neo now chasing Nasser, and it doesn't look like anybody will be able to make a move now, so it's too big of the distance. Yeah, super big distance. A little bit closer now, but I still should be able to do that. But right now he's actually really close. Hopefully he won't do anything bad moves. Which he shouldn't do, but now will Toga be able to make a move? He's really close to Neo now, as he locks up there and going wide, but Neo also goes kind of wide there, but will he be able to make a move now? He's close to Neo, he's closer than ever, but of course Neo has the ERS as well. He will solely rely on his ERS now. Of course Neo is pulling away now, it seems. Nasser actually low on ERS for once. But Neo now actually really close as Toga's falling behind a little bit. Will he be able to make a move now? It doesn't look like he's trying. Oh, he shouldn't go for it. He should not go for that. Oh, that's a dive bomb from Neo, but it does seem to have worked, as he's just pushed his way through, forcing Nasser to take a worse I don't know what it's called. Again, it was a late breaking there from Neo, kind of aggressive, but still acceptable, as Nasser wasn't really crashed into this time, just pushed into another racing line. But now Toga will be able to make a move on Nasser. He's opened his DRS room once, and he will do it again. Of course Nasser does have more also has the DRS. I'm back. So yeah, it doesn't seem like he got past, of course. But Munkian now actually close. I didn't quite catch that, but Munkian has caught up with Speedjack and is now looking for redemption. Of course he has a penalty to worry about, but it will be interesting to see if he's able to do something. We definitely hope that he will be able if I just could bring up penalties. Oh, Munkian actually has 6 second time penalty, so he will not be able to do something, but that also means that Thrusty will be actually being promoted to P2. Of course, he also has 9, Neo has a 6, he also has 6 second time penalty, so a lot of penalties all around. But Nasser, Thrusty will definitely be very good. Happy to hear that he's actually in P2 as it stands. Of course, he still has to keep up the Munkian for that to be the case. But Neo now falling behind Nasser again, and please don't make him bad move now. It does look like he controlled himself that time. He almost looked like he was trying to dive bomb there, but he managed to control himself. But now Tuya is now in a position to chase Neo again, and of course Nasser has that 9-second time penalty, so that definitely cripples him. Of course, he's actually falling behind P7. Oh! Tuya has crashed. This is, I'm not surprised, but yeah, it does look like the softs were failing him now. And Matthew is also past it. So yeah. And if Neo can hear me, please just, he has a 3-second time penalty, just please don't crash into him. But yeah, Frosty actually still in P2 now as the Mungyan isn't able to close in on Nas Speedjack, and yeah, nothing else happened close battle. Neo will be able to make a move now, just please don't crash into him. Neo now breaking early, keeping himself tamed, of course breaking also, and still behind him. As Nasser is in the penalty, as there's a yellow flag out in sector 2 and sector 3, as that is Thrusty has spun on track. And now we just get one message to know he has a 12-second time penalty, just going to take him at this point. Yeah, also gets some time penalty for corner credit penalty. But yeah, them now breaking in, and yeah, I don't think that we will be able to make it, as this is the last lap of the race. And now, as we join Speedjack, he crosses the line. He has been dominant this entire race, and he wins the Canadian Grand Prix, which is second win in a row for him. Mungyan finishing in P3, Thirsty P2 after penalties, Vemund P4, Nasser in P5. Of course, he will lose that position to Neo because of his penalties. So Neo P5, Nasser P6, Max P7, Torger P9, I think, still is P8 because of penalties. And finishing off the grid would be Enzo. Pretty straightforward weekend, no issues. That I do not understand, but yeah. All around a clean race. As we'll now be joining in the interviews. Or you could... please, so answer doesn't get mad at me. Yeah, we still just have to say podium celebration. Of course, Speedjack winning. Well, Frosty with the P2. John finishing the podium off in P3. He will be pretty close to Mungyan now, won't he? Perhaps even being able to make a move for the championship. I do not know that, but yeah, Speedjack winning the Canadian Grand Prix. As we'll now move over to the after race interviews. Hopefully we'll have somebody lining up for them, as Speedjack also gets fastest lap. I'll see if I can bring it up. Of course, 1 minute. Just wait 1 second. There you go. Okay. I do think that Neo was first in line, so we'll bring him in for his race interview. Neo, an interesting race for you. Of course, you spun at the start, I believe, and you also had a few incidents with other drivers here and there. What do you make of this race?
Yeah, I mean, it's, as usual, good qualifying, up there with Mungyan and Speedjack, but the race pace is just, or the pace is actually good, but my consistency is basically Latifi level. And And yeah, I had a few squabbles with the TO's AI, which yeah, I believe he should get penalties for that.
The AI.
Yeah, the AI, especially on this track, is impossible to, overtake or defend against because it just dive bomb at every corner.
Yeah. I also think you had a re-entry where Toya collided with you.
Yeah, that was my fault. I didn't see him on the map because he was like so close to me that my dot kind of overlapped his, so I didn't see him. So yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, and when you, I don't know what happened there, but Toya seems to swing right when you overtake him on the straight. I don't know if that was him or the.
Oh,
internet
that was just a bump we had. I was trying to force him onto the inside to give him less room, and then I think we just collided, and yeah.
Yeah, but
was just
yeah, I do think that his internet was also bugging out this race.
Was it?
In qualifying, he was a bit all over.
Yeah, because in the race I didn't see him bug out that much.
Yeah, but I do think in qualifying. Yeah, but thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
And I do think that it will be Toya next. So yeah, I don't know if you're happy with that result. Of course, you had a bit of crashes and spins, also losing your front wing once. But do you think it was a good recovery from all the incidents?
Well, yeah, I got taken out probably 3 times, I think. So it was just back to the grid. So, but I felt my pace was very strong when I first, like when I was on the mediums. So yeah, it's just dumb that I didn't get any chances to move up the field.
Yeah, you did have some good pace on the mediums. I did see that. Did you? I'll just quickly ask. Did you have any problems with the internet this race?
On my screen, I didn't. And usually when I do have problems, others lag on my screen. But this time it wasn't. I think just sometimes when I was side by side, I think with me and Neo once on the straight. I don't. On my screen, he drove kind of into me.
Qualifying, you had like a bit of bugging when I was spectating you, but
for the race
was good.
Yeah, for the race I did something on my phone, so I got more data to use.
Oh yeah, okay.
But the new network should be coming this Wednesday, so hopefully that will work. But yeah.
Best of luck, and thank you, Toya.
Yeah.
Then we'll have in our race winner, Speedjack, another win for you. After winning in that, I would say incidentful race in Belgium, but yeah, it was a good race for you. After you overtook Munkian, you really never looked back. Of course, having also no penalties as well. So really dominant race for you. What do you make of it?
I feel like I had very strong pace. Just yeah, that's about it. I tried to not spin, and it was not really that much. It's my 4th win in a row, I think.
Yeah, you're almost catching up with the Munkian in the constructors, maybe.
Yeah, if you skip some races, maybe.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you, Speedjack, for the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
That will wrap it up, I believe. We'll be back racing next Sunday. I'll just quickly check where we're racing then. We're racing at Interlagos, and of course we only have after that. Yeah, so we have 3 races left. To correct the winners, Speedjack has won in Spa, and he won in Baku. Munkian won in Monza, but I don't think I was there for Monza, so I don't remember that race. But yeah, I'll just quickly check the drivers lineup if you can see that. Munkian, it's possible that Speedjack will catch up with Munkian. He does have the possibility. If just Munkian skips a race, and Speedjack wins, he will definitely maybe have a title showdown in Abu Dhabi. But that will be